It's a place where football lives in its purest form. You come here to work, to do your job, to have faith that the man next to you does his, to leave it all on the field for your fans, and let the wins, the rankings, and the titles fall into place. In Happy Valley, it's an opportunity to begin again.
Legacy! Think about why you came here!
A chance to create a new story.
We got an opportunity here!
They remained resilient, rebuilt the reputation.
To write your names, man! To write the history!
Broke through.
Penn State, their signature win!
And returned. Tonight, two teams overlooked of the year step into the spotlight. With everything to prove. Penn State.
You got anything in you? Give me that.
Take a shot. It's a touchdown.
Wisconsin. The Big Ten Championship.
Take a look at the Big Ten Championship history. Wisconsin, their fourth appearance in 6 seasons. And we're underway. Miles Sanders, the deep man, and he'll get a shot, bringing it out of the end zone. Sanders gets across the 25, close to the 30-yard line before being taken down. First down and 10 at the 29. Saquon Barkley in the backfield. They give it to him on first down, and he gains positive yardage as he crosses the 35 up to the 37. Dakota Dixon with the tackle here is the Big Ten's most outstanding offensive player.
In state, but hobbling off early is Penn State's best player.
Andre Robinson replaces him, and they'll give it to him. And Robinson smashed as he gets to the line of scrimmage. Trace McSorley also decked. Vince Beagle with the tackle, and these linebackers for Wisconsin are nasty.
Well, we're going to see the strategy play out right away. In this zone read game, the outside linebackers for Wisconsin are going to attack the quarterback, and Trace McSorley gets walloped by T.J. Watt. Expect that he will be available at a minimum here for the Badgers tonight.
2nd and 7 at the 33. Wisconsin continuing to keep the football on the ground. Penn State ready that time as Brandon Bell and Parker Cawthron come up with the tackle.
And there's Bell. This guy has been sensational for Penn State, the senior from New Jersey. 75 tackles, even with the injuries that he has suffered. Missed a few games right in the middle of the season, including that Michigan game. An issue.
3rd down and 12 at the 27. Ogunbowale in the backfield with Houston. Houston to throw it. Steps up over the middle. Caught. Peavy inside the 5. What a throw by Bart Houston.
I mean, you got to make some big-time throws sometimes as a quarterback, and this is exactly that for Houston. Watch this. You're going to get the safety moving off the hash to the left side. As soon as he sees that, he freezes him with his eyes, drops it over the linebacker, and just a perfectly thrown ball to Jazz Peavy to set up 1st and goal.
2nd down and goal. Inside handoff, this time Ramish. Does he get in? Yes. Austin Ramish, the junior from Land O'Lakes, Wisconsin, gives the Badgers a 6-0 lead.
Wisconsin's going to be able to block all of those players, so they're going to have to commit a safety. That's Brent Pry, the defensive coordinator. He's the co-defensive coordinator going all the way back to the Vanderbilt days with James Franklin. And then when Bob Shoop left for Tennessee, he took over full-time.
2nd down and 5. Clement now outside with a burst of speed. Down the sideline. Clement needs one block. Can he get it? Clement! Touchdown, Wisconsin! 67 yards.
When you're the outside player on defense, you've got to keep your outside arm free. That doesn't happen for Grant Haley, the junior. He got sucked too far to the inside. Got to get some sort of rhythm on offense, and they've got to do that by establishing Saquon Barkley in the run game. This offense is predicated on him having success early. Everything is built off of that. So 26 needs to get the ball here.
And they'll give it to him running straight ahead, and he makes the first man miss with running room. Saquon Barkley now breaks it outside, gets up the sideline and out of bounds. He gains 22 yards. Derek Tyndall finally knocking him out of play.
So here we go. Barkley getting the ball and showing you why he's such a great back. Look at that little jump cut, and then he shows you the speed and the burst to get to the outside and gain some yardage. As you look at our ump cam, just an excellent look at Wilson Badger. And so his replacement, Luburn Fajaro, number 31, he's on the near side. Remember, Penn State loves to take shots, and here on third down, you might see Fajaro get targeted.
3rd down and 6 at the 49. Barkley back in the game. McSorley steps up over the middle and caught for a first down. Deshaun Hamilton picks up 16 on 3rd and 6.
Keeps his eyes up, moves the chains.
1st down and 10 at the Wisconsin 33. McSorley fires down the field, a deep ball, and it is caught! Gesicki goes up high! Woo! 33-yard touchdown! And the Nittany Lions are on the board! Mike Gesicki, 6'6". Down and 5 at the 44. Houston checks it down. Ogunbowale spinning, stays on his feet and picks up the first down. Nicely done, as Manny Bowen finally stops him.
Well, they just found the mismatch here. Jason Kabinda is going to have him man-to-man, and he doesn't get outside quick enough. See Ogunbowale, he took off almost before the snap, got out there, and then it's just a one-on-one battle. The spin away, and he converts on 3rd down, and Wisconsin has been doing a great job on 3rd down of converting.
3rd down and 1. Oh, bad snap. McSorley hustling. Can he hold on? Loose. Picked up. Wisconsin. Conley. Touchdown, Badgers.
Snap just went right over his head. Way too high, a little bit off to the right, and he wasn't able to get that bounce. Just hopped back and under him, and Conley was right there. Look at the effort here. They get to McSorley. Conley's right there, gets the fortunate bounce, and then gets it into the end zone.
41. Play fake. Houston rolls, drops it off, and he's got his man, Eric Steffes. As Steffes gains about 14 yards on the play, Marcus Allen coming up with the tackle.
The key to this is that the tight end has to sell his block all the way through the run fake. You see how Steffes goes all the way down. Now he pops out as a wide receiver. And Houston just dumps it off to him for an easy completion and an easy first down. That is good execution, good attention to the details for Wisconsin.
1st down and 10 at the Penn State 27. Clement again with running room, put it on the ground. And Wisconsin holds on.
Boy, they were fortunate because there was a couple of different Nittany Lions that had a great opportunity. Torrance Brown, the sophomore from Alabama, knocked it loose. Great job going after the ball. Clement upset with himself, rightfully so. Got to protect the ball, in particular when you're.
And when Uncle Sam takes half, I wonder who's really going to get him.
There's not going to be much left.
First down at 10 at the 16.
Oh, my man, what a beautiful heart.
Here's the handoff. And Ogunbowale picks up the first down.
You know, this is why I didn't like the short field, and Wisconsin has taken advantage.
Ogunbowale remains in the backfield after the 9-yard pickup. Second down and 1. They give it to him again. Ogunbowale, touchdown Badgers. So Wisconsin takes a 27-7 lead with 5:15 to go in the first half.
Here's Xander Neville. He's going to come across and he's going to open up that hole for Ogunbowale. Xander Neville, there's the block, gets it done, and Ogunbowale
at the 25. Barkley breaks free. Barkley, and he'll get to the 43, maybe the 44-yard line, a 19-yard gain. Dakota Dixon with the tackle.
This is what's so great about the zone read, is that if you read it well enough and you carry out your fake like McSorley did, all you have to do is get a frozen defensive end or outside linebacker for a beat. Garrett Dooley, number 5, blitz again. Last fourth down, Wisconsin did the same thing.
Chris Godwin looks like he's one-on-one at the bottom of your screen, number 12. McSorley steps up, stripped, loose. Wisconsin has it again. T.J. Watt punched that ball free.
McSorley got hammered on that play. Here's Watt. He's going to come around and he's man-to-man with Saquon Barkley. Barkley totally whiffs, tries to hold him, and then McSorley gets sandwiched between Watt and the blitzing safety Dakota Dixon, number 14, right there. T.J. Watt, 9.5 sacks coming into this game, and Wisconsin with the second fourth down stop in the first half.
Third down, 2 of the 30. McSorley again over the middle, and another first down. Tompkins make that Hamilton.
Quarterbacks would flinch in the pocket and their eyes would go down to the rush, but he did not flinch. Eyes stayed up, found the open receiver, threw a strike, and moved the chains.
12-yard gain. First and 10 at the 40. Penn State with 2 timeouts remaining. McSorley again to the sideline. Caught. Blocked though. Sprinting. Touchdown Nittany Lions. 40 yards.
Another big play for Penn.
We're ready to start the second half here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Wisconsin leading Penn State 28-14.
All Bart Houston so far, and this guy has been very efficient, 7 of 11 so far.
Second down and short. Clement running, picks up the first down and more. Big hole for Corey Clement, who picks up 14 as Manny Bowen and Malik Golden combine on the tackle.
Well, here you go. Big guard pulling. This is Kapoy. He's coming around, bang, and he just gets the linebacker right on the ground. When you've got great linebackers like Penn State has, Brandon Bell is one of them, number 11. That pulling guard, if he doesn't get there and get him eyed up into the ground, those are the guys that stop those type of pulling plays.
Corey Clement 14 carries, 127 yards, and a touchdown. Play fake. Houston sets up over the middle. Big ball and caught. Fumagalli wide open over the middle for a 19-yard gain. 34. And they hand it to Clement again. And he fumbled. But the Badgers, right place, right time, cover it up.
How about that? How lucky Wisconsin is. The center, Michael Dieter. Honorable mention All Big Ten a year ago, and it just fell into his lap. All he had to do was fall to the ground. And that's the second time we've seen Clement put it on the ground and Wisconsin come away with the football.
Marcus Allen with the hit on the play as Clement. He cuts it inside and is finally tripped up at the 27-yard line. And Haley with a nice open field tackle.
Not just a nice open field tackle, but as you're going to see with this beautiful cutback, he saves a touchdown because that's gone. And Haley gets him to the ground and forces a third down opportunity for his defense. What a huge tackle there in the open field.
Down, up, no good. Wisconsin comes up empty. Let's see if that fires up the Penn State offense. Will take the field for the first time in the second half. Where Penn State takes over. 1st and 10 at the 30. McSorley to throw it. Goes deep down the field. Caught! Blackton again! Racing! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! One play, 70 yards. We've got a ball game in nap time.
We told you this was a big play offense.
They steer. Clement back in. 2nd and 6. Houston to throw it. Houston under pressure. And Houston gets it up the field to the 36. Brandon Bell all over him.
As a quarterback, you need your offensive line to keep the pocket up near the line of scrimmage. Watch it just collapse into Houston's lap. He's got nowhere to go. He finds a little bit of a space because the coverage down the field was terrific. Had to eat it, dive back to the line of scrimmage, and now Penn State, another chance to get off the field.
3rd down and 6 at the 36. Ogunbowale in the backfield. Remember, he's great with his hands catching the ball. Houston strip. Who's got it? Loose. And Wisconsin falls on it. But Penn State bringing pressure. Brandon Bell punched it free.
Well, I don't want to put too much pressure on Brandon Bell, but that was very LeVar Arrington-esque at linebacker. You right over Ogunbowale into the face of Houston, bats the ball away, and Houston barely got back. Look at him hurdle over the running back and strip it.
10 championship. This one turning out to be a good one. The pitch. Barkley gets up the sideline, and Saquon Barkley ridden out of bounds by Ryan Conley after a 16-yard gain.
This is the perfect equation right here. You're going to try to get outside of the outside linebacker, and all you have to do if you're Trace McSorley is get him to commit just a little bit. He does that, and then Barkley has the edge. There he turns on the jets and shows you that speed down the field. And how about the block from Chris Godwin down the field?
They throw it to the sideline, caught by Godwin up the sideline, and Godwin goes out of bounds after picking up a 1st down. Remember, Wisconsin led this game 28-7.
On the outside, trying to mix it up with those zone reads and option plays from their quarterback.
2nd down and 9 at the 32. McSorley in the corner, caught. Gesicki with a 17-yard gain. And have it popping.
He's just going to run the corner route. It's an excellent route because he gets vertical for so long.
Cillian.
He was absolutely pounded in that first half. T.J. Watt, Beagle, and there's that arm as it goes down just short of the goal line with an excellent spot by the official on the far side.
Second down and goal at the 1. Saquon Barkley. They give it to him. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Uh-oh. 28-27.
I told you that they were winning on the interior of the line, and they do so again to get it in the end zone. That's Brian Guy at the center, Connor McGovern, the right guard. They crushed the defensive line down, and Barkley did a great job of getting the vision to find the sweet spot and dive for the goal line. Certainly looked like he got over the goal line on that view, as they're going to take another look at this. Yeah, that ball is over. That's a touchdown. What a comeback for Penn State. How about the resiliency of this team? Gus, the most important part is you have no idea when the knee actually touches, so there's nothing in these replays that the replay booth would use to actually overturn the call, and the ball is clearly touching that goal line.
Mike Pereira
behind him. Remember, they haven't hurt Wisconsin necessarily. Wisconsin recovered both.
First team all Big Ten by the coaches. Clement. First down. Houston to throw. Houston steps up, shovels it. Clement breaks it to the outside, stays on his feet, gets down the sideline, still on his feet, and finally tiptoes out of bounds in front of Brandon Bell after a 26-yard gain. Great improvisation by Bart Houston.
Well, as he's going to drop back here, his eyes stay downfield, and Clement gets out into the route. And right here, you just got to make a decision. He's going to try to run for it, or you're going to give it to a more athletic guy and let him gain the yards. He just pitches it forward to Clement, and he gets all the way upfield, all the way to the 35-yard line. And yet, here the Nittany Lions are tied at 28.
Second down and 7. Shaw breaks it back with room. Sprinting. The freshman down at the 10-yard line. Marcus Allen with the saving tackle. But Bradrick Shaw got him up and down for 20.
Well, they're going to create such a big lane to run here right there. Look at it. The fullback and the running back are going to just be free. Austin Ramish is looking for someone to block, and Shaw just takes off like a bullet shot out of a gun into the secondary.
12 carries, 65 yards for the freshman from Birmingham.
You get a blitz when you're going to get all these players, and they're going to create a void in the defense. See, the linebacker runs out, and it creates a void. You've got to just get it off in time because you know that pressure is going to be in your lap. Fumagalli was wide open. He's going to walk into the end zone. Houston couldn't get it to him.
Third down and 8 at the 10 for Paul Christ and his Badgers. Ogunbowale in the backfield. He's great catching the ball. Houston underneath Peavy. And I don't think he got the first down. No, he didn't. As Peavy is dragged down by Jordan Smith. And that will bring on the field goal unit for Wisconsin.
I love what Smith does because he doesn't buy that upfield route. See how he squeezes back to the middle of the field and he keeps his eyes on the quarterback? If he would have watched the wide receiver that was inside of Peavy, he would have cleared out, created a void, and Wisconsin would have scored. That was a great play by Smith.
Andrew Endicott in to attempt a 23-yarder. And it's good. The Badgers reclaim the lead. Lot for Trace McSorley. He'll throw it. Steps up. Down the field. He's got a receiver, Hamilton, and he has it at the 40. Deshaun Hamilton with a gain of 40 yards.
And again, a 6'1" receiver goes up with athleticism and beats a defensive back of Wisconsin.
Takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game.
Woo, they got some dudes or what?
Dudes. 14 big points for Penn State in the third quarter. 31-28. Wisconsin leading. But you called this kid a wizard earlier. I can see why. He's got magic in him.
He does have magic. When the play breaks down, when the ball needs to go down the field, I want Trace McSorley as my quarterback.
First down and 10 of the 43. McSorley looking, fires up the sideline. Caught again. Hamilton, the Wizard of Camelot, Trace McSorley.
The flag came out, but this is going to be defensive pass interference on Derek Tyndall.
Pass interference, defense number 25. Penalties decline. Play results in first down.
These wide receivers keep beating Wisconsin off the line of scrimmage. It's causing Wisconsin to be in a chase technique. Then all they can do is grab the wide receivers. They're being...
McSorley in the end zone. Barkley, touchdown! The Wizard. And Penn State takes a 34-31 lead.
They have man-to-man coverage. He checks the play to the wheel route. He knows he's got Barkley on T.J. Watt. They love that matchup, and even though they can't block the entire blitz, he gets the ball out quick enough. Down for a tackle for loss.
2nd and 12 of the 34. Ogunbowale in the backfield. Houston in trouble, and Houston is sacked. Koa Farmer, 2nd sack of the day for the Nittany Lions.
Here comes Farmer from his outside linebacker position. That's just a totally blown assignment from Wisconsin. 65, Ryan Ramczyk, the left tackle, is an all Big Ten tackle, but just blanked on the protection. Farmer.
Here's Houston. Drops it off. Ogunbowale. And Ogunbowale is tackled at the 32 by Kevin Givens. Now the Badgers will have to punt. Look at James Franklin and the enthusiasm on that Nittany Lions sideline.
They're playing with just great energy and pursuit, running to the football, playing physical once they get there. And Franklin loves it.
McSorley to the sideline, caught out of bounds. Saeed Blacknell has had a career night. A gain of 10 there.
I mean, these wide receivers have done a great job, but check out where this ball is. I mean, it's just perfectly thrown. Right as he's coming out of his break, very tough to defend as Blacknell goes right up, ball's right in his chest, right in his face mask. Trace McSorley is playing on it.
By Dakota Dixon, 5'10". Dixon blitzes. McSorley underneath. Hamilton spinning, and he will not get it. Ryan Conley again with the tackle.
Boy, this would be a tough decision. We saw James Franklin in the first half go for 4th downs twice and fail. And now at 4th and 1 here, he's going to take the points. Send his kicking unit on the field.
Tyler Davis in to attempt a 24-yarder. And it's good. Penn State 5-14 away. 1-9. Houston over the middle. Caught. Peavy. And Peavy picks up the first down as he goes out of bounds.
Good time in the pocket. Offensive line giving Houston a nice clean pocket, and he does a great job of staying patient, going through his reads, and he's actually coming down to his secondary wide receiver, Peavy. Finds him coming across the field and delivers a great accurate ball that allows him to run after the catch. What I love about it is that you're going to get a blitz here and a blitz here, and then Ogunbowale is going to just find the seam, and he gets there and turns right back to his quarterback, and Houston doesn't panic, delivers it up that seam for a great completion, creating a short yardage opportunity here.
Under 3, 3rd and 1 for Wisconsin. They'll hand it off. Ogunbowale. And he's close to the first down.
Brandon Bell got in the backfield, and I thought for a moment he was going to stop him. Made contact in the backfield. Number 11, but Ogunbowale was just able to get sideways enough to fall forward for a first down.
He had to come out of the game limping.
The ruling on the field was that the runner made the line to gain. Plays under further review.
We'll see if he actually did make this conversion. There's 11. Brandon Bell. See the contact in the backfield, and Ogunbowale just falling forward. Have no idea where the ball actually is, unless there's some angle where we would see the ball. I guess they could try, Gus, to piece together a couple of different angles, but even trying to do that from that angle would be very difficult. They're the butt hits, have no idea where the ball is. There's nothing that they're going to be able to do in replay. You almost never see a spot adjusted in replay. Even that opposite camera, you have no idea where the ball actually is. No way to overturn this one.
After review, the play stance is called. First down.
Play fake. Houston rolling. Checks it down. Clement, great catch. And he'll pick up a first down and more. What a catch by Corey Clement. Malik Golden finally dropping him. But it's a gain of 13.
When you put a fake right in the face of a defensive end, you're going to make him make a decision. He's either got to honor the fake and take the quarterback, or he's going to try to peel off and take the running back. Houston reads it properly. Come in with a correct
29. They hand it off. Shaw. And he doesn't get much. Manny Bowen.
That backside, you've got to cut off the defensive end, and if you're not able to do so, he's always going to squeeze all the way down and make the play. That was 84. A.J. Taylor, a wide receiver, a true freshman, 194 pounds, trying to block Manny Bowen, a 220-pound linebacker. That was a mismatch.
A minute, 1:05 to go. 38-31. 4th down and 1 for Wisconsin at the Penn State 24-yard line. Corey Clement in the backfield. Clement. Did he get it? No! He didn't get it. What a stop! One for the ages.
Timeout for a measurement.
Grant Haley, the corner, is the one that came up with the tackle. Oh, what a play. Here he is, 15. He takes on the fullback. He dips under him and gets to the legs of Clement. Took him out.
Penn State holds with 1:01 to go.
the championship tackle. What a play.
So with 1:01 to go, Wisconsin with 2 timeouts remaining.
Thank you, Mike. Congratulations to the Penn State Nittany Lions, the 2016 Big Ten champions. What an amazing game we just witnessed here. And to help present the championship trophy, the commissioner of the Big Ten, Mr. Jim Delaney.
What a championship effort. Let me present the 2016 Big Ten Championship Trophy to Coach James Franklin. He'll have a few words for you, then he'll introduce a player.
Coach Franklin, what an epic story this story has been of redemption and resurgence back at the top of the mountaintop. What can you say about this group of kids and what they've accomplished here tonight?
Well, first of all, I want to thank the Penn State Nation that has been with us from the beginning to the end. There is nothing like our Penn State fans, alumni, and lettermen. You are the best.
Coach, take us through that last defensive stand. 4th and 1. What did you tell your defense when you were huddled up on the sideline?
Well, Brent Pry, our defensive coordinator, has done an unbelievable job all year long, but it always comes down to our players. And our players believe, they work together, they love each other, they have faith in what we're doing, and when you have that, you're able to do special things.
Coach, in just your 3rd year, you're standing here as a champion. When you're 2-2, did you think this was possible?
Let's stop talking about the 2-2, and let's talk about the last 9 games.
Nine straight victories. Coach, you have a win over Ohio State. You're the East Division champion, the Big Ten champion. You have the 13th data point, as they say. You're playing as well as anybody in the conference, or the country for that matter. Do you deserve inclusion into the college football playoff?
Could you rattle those things off again, please?
9 straight wins, the 13th data point. You're a conference champion, an Eastern Division champion. You beat Ohio State. You just took care of Wisconsin. Do you deserve a spot in the college football playoff?
What I do know is we just won the toughest conference in college football. We've won 9 straight. They say you're allowed to overcome early setbacks. We've done that. It's on you now, the committee.
Coach, congratulations. Well done. We now move towards presenting our MVP for tonight's ball game, the Grange Griffin MVP. And to help present the MVP, one of the trophy's namesakes, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner, Archie Griffin. And now, the MVP of the Big Ten Football Championship game, number 9, your quarterback, Trace McSorley. Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. We at Penn State just want to say thank you for everything you do. we love you. And it's such an honor for me and my teammates to be here right now. We just want to say thank you and thank our Penn State fans, our Penn State Nittany Nation. We love you guys. Thank you.
Trace, you've had a remarkable season. There's no question about it. You set a Penn State record for touchdown passes tonight. You set a Big Ten championship game record for yards in a game, touchdown passes in a game. Take me through what was going through your mind, in particular in the second quarter when you started finding those receivers deep open for touchdowns.
Just trying to take what the defense was giving me, not force anything. Coach Moore just kept telling me trust the system and trust the game plan. And our receivers came to me and said, just keep trusting us. They were feeling confident. They were happy in what they were doing. And I just kept trusting them. The offensive line was incredible. Gave us a ton of time. And everything came together in that second quarter, and we were able to carry it on to the rest of the game.
Trace, you guys are playing as well as anybody in the country. Do you and your teammates deserve a spot at that playoff table?
I'm going to let Coach say what he needed to say. I'm going to enjoy this with my teammates, with our fans. It's an incredible moment. I'm going to enjoy this. Coach said what he needed to say, and I'll leave it at that.
Trace, congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Wisconsin on a well-played game tonight, but mostly congratulations to all of you on a championship, the 2016 Big 12, Big 10 champions. We'll get it back to Mike Hill.
All right, Joel, good stuff. 9 in a row, Big 10 champions. I don't know if it's enough to get into the playoffs, but they certainly made a case for themselves.
Their coach is fired up, man.
Oh, yeah, I love what James Franklin had to say. We got so much more to get to the Big Ten Championship and get you back out to Indianapolis. Robert, and Coach Wannstedt with their thoughts coming up right after this.